My name is Jesus Gallego, and I'm the International Coordinator for the Public Service Federation of the General Workers Union in Spain, UGT. This project is called Building Awareness, and actually we are trade union representatives. We work for workers, but also we work for the rest of the people, and maybe this is the second big half of our duties. One of them is to protect our workers in the tax agencies of many countries in Europe, basically all of them, Spain, Great Britain, Germany. There has been huge redundancies of workers. Funny enough, when the Commission and the governments are saying they are fighting against tax fraud, they are cutting the number of people that are working against tax fraud. So this is one of our duties, to protect these people and to say to the governments that if they want to fight for it, they have to do something about it. And definitely one of them is to hire more people and make better working conditions for these people, starting also by salaries. We have heard in this project that very often our tax inspectors cannot deal with the, how to call them, lobbyists. They are better paid, they can have a better training, so we have to equal this situation so we can really fight against it. But the other half of the work is to build awareness. People is really not aware of the huge amount of money for public services, money for development, that is being lost every year. Not lost, probably said, but somebody's putting on their pockets, taking it out of our pockets. And basically this is about it. Quite interesting, not finished yet, and a lot of work to do, but very interesting session so far.
My name is Karin Rosell. I'm from ST in Sweden, which is the trade union for civil servants. And as a civil servant working for the public sector, collecting taxes in a fair way is crucially important to us. We are working at it in many ways, through our federation, but also through our members on the tax authorities around the country.
My name is Bernard Ajay from Accra, Ghana, the Public Services Workers Union of TUC. And I want to say that this tax justice project has been very, very useful, very, very important. Over this project period, we've realized how important it is for us as workers and trade unionists to be involved in the tax justice project. Tax is a political issue. That is the underlying fact. And if it's a political issue, then you and I need to bring that political pressure that is needed to bear on our political leaders so that they will take the appropriate decisions that will ensure that the necessary revenue is raised for quality public services. We need good public housing, good public transportation, good education systems, and then good sanitation systems so that we can live a dignified life. It is the only way we can ensure continuous sustainable development to enable us achieve the sustainable development.
My name is Peter, I'm coming from Austria. I'm Vice President of the Public Service Union. And we have a delegation here from policemen, teachers, public servants on the national level and on the regional level. Now, I think this project is one of the most important projects on the international level, because these are all facts that are only to solve on international level, because tax havens are international, tax avoidment is an international thing, and so it's I think it's very important to have the possibility to share information here and to have ideas what can go on about taxation in Europe and in the world.
Hi, my name is Linda Englund. I'm from Sweden, and I work in the Swedish tax agency. It's very important that we discuss taxes all around the world, because it's not only a national. It's only important. It isn't only important nationally, but also in an international perspective. most importantly because we have many companies that works around the world, so then we have to discuss taxes in that perspective also.
My name is Owen Ronayne. I'm the General Secretary of the Civil Public and Services Union in Ireland. We represent lower paid clerical administration workers in central administration. We believe there's a direct connection between the rate of taxation paid and the public services provided to the community at large. There's a common perception that all workers pay too much tax, but in Ireland, as we're learning, that a progressive taxation regime involves those at the top paying more, those at the bottom paying less. But there is a connection, and tax must be paid by all if we are to deliver public services that people want. We believe it's important to be part of a pan-European taxation project because as Europe comes closer together, there's great differences between the way we handle taxation in our different countries. So we do need to find a common purpose, and that purpose, of course, is providing services to European citizens, which we can all be proud of in all the countries that we're in.
I'm Daniel Bertossa. I'm Director of Policy at Public Services International, the global trade union federation representing 20 million public sector workers. Tax is absolutely important to workers, and that's why this project is critical, because workers are told that tax is too complex for them to understand, that tax is not their business, particularly the taxation of corporations, and that they should just leave it to the experts, to the accountants, to the consultants, and to big business. But in fact, tax affects us all. So there is nothing more important to a worker than who's paying taxes for their vital public services. And the basics of tax are very, very easy to understand. Workers know that they're being asked to pay more and more in tax, and they're getting fewer and fewer public services. We also know that there is close to 30 trillion US dollars of tax in tax havens offshore that the very, very wealthy are stashing away, and they're not paying their fair share. You don't need to know the exact details of how that works to understand that that is a disgrace and an injustice. If 40 years after we can put a man on the moon, we can't actually tax a corporation that's making money within our national jurisdiction, then there's not a problem with the technical aspects of taxation, there's a problem with political will. Workers need to understand more about tax and get engaged in the tax debate, because we need to force our politicians to make sure the richest in our society pay their fair share.